Why has this happened? Now, the fundamentals of economics are supply and demand. Now, it's pretty obvious that overall supply has dropped, demand has risen. Now, why has demand risen? Well, we've got a number of factors. We've got more buyers than sellers, but there's been, thankfully, a large number of new arrivals to our country. And here in Wyndham, we are privy to many of those people. And we all know who they are with their cultural backgrounds. I don't need to go through them. Then we've got the inner suburbs and the eastern suburbs of Melbourne are becoming very, very expensive. Hence, we've found an increase in number of buyers from inner Melbourne, maybe young couples where you see they're professionals, one or both, maybe a solicitor or an accountant, and you're seeing buyers that traditionally bought in the east, which would be the Chinese people that are coming over here now to buy. Plus, we've got low interest rates, as we know, and really there's been easy credit. Now, I think that whilst the banks and economic commentators have mentioned that the banks are tightening up, but in reality, there aren't too many people that haven't been able to get credit, a loan, to buy a home. Now, just moving on the flip side, I think that if we had more homes on the market, obviously there'd be more equilibrium, and maybe we'd see the prices stabilise a little bit, but they're not going to go backwards in any great fashion throughout 2017, I don't believe. Now, homeowners are reluctant to sell and create more debt, I believe, at the moment. Reason being that, let's take Wyndham Vale. They get their 480, but to dramatically increase their quality of life, they may have to go up to a $580,000, $650,000 home, increase their mortgage, and some of them don't feel comfortable with that. Now, there is a degree of uncertainty in economic matters, and I'm not going to go into that. I'm not an economics commentator or political commentator, but that probably plays a part. Then this takes the over and above normal sellers out of the market. Now, by that I mean the people that are selling are traditionally the ones that would have always sold because they have a need to sell. They might want to shift to another area because of work. They might want to shift to another area to be closer to schools, whatever. But those people are still selling. It's the over and aboves, for the reasons I've just gone through, that we're not seeing come to market. So that's heaps, right? I thank you for your patience if you've been with me through this whole exercise. 2017, what's that going to mean? What's that going to mean for us in Wyndham Vale, in Wyndham and its suburbs? Well, one of the good things about out here is that whilst if you lived in Malvern or somewhere like that, or Hawthorn or Canterbury, times get tough, you see big changes in prices. In Wyndham Vale, the same thing doesn't happen. Yes, it might slip back a few percent. Will it slip back 25%? Very, very unlikely. So I think 2017 is going to be pretty much a rerun of the previous 2 years. It'll slow off a little bit, but a great time to sell your home. So on behalf of Rowan Smith, PRD Werribee, and the sales team, me, Patrick Canady, says thank you.